Hello and welcome, everybody. We are here chilling on the couch. Pat, what is the topic for today?
Well, before I tell you what the topic is, I will introduce. I say this every single week. But growth isn't automatic. It doesn't just happen as time passes. It happens when we recognize the patterns shaping our lives and choose differently. This is Growth as a Choice, the podcast that we're making here, where we explore self-awareness, integrity, and the quiet discipline it takes to move forward. We're not here as experts who've arrived or any of that. We're here documenting growth in real time. And now I will introduce the topic. The topic of today is the pattern of burnout. And I don't know if it happens to you very often, but I was going to say most people don't struggle with discipline. They struggle with sustainability that leads to burnout.
I was doing some research today, just listening to stuff, and for me, I'm realizing it's sometimes passion can yeah. And
what is passion to you? Is it like,
oh man, it's like gumption. It's like a big fiery ambition or something like that.
Okay. So it's intense.
It's pretty darn intense. And I realize passion can also be like cool. As in like calm, not like something like we're burning down houses or anything like that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like a fiery, even a fiery conversation.
Yeah, like a
I just imagine like two people yelling at each other like right now, like and you see, I feel like when and if you've ever done that with somebody where you just go back and forth, kind of like yelling at each other passionately, you are exhausted at the end.
Yes,
like your energy just goes, like it's gone, like you've utilized all of your energy.
Yes.
But passion can be good though, like you said.
It can be.
Passion could. I think passion, if it becomes like an
obsession.
But like an obsession would be like you're spending every waking moment, doing something. But like an obsession might be good too. You just need to realize that it's an obsession that's like taking away from something else. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes.
Like an obsession's okay.
Because every time we say yes to something, we have to say no to something else.
Yeah. You only got a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Certain amount of energy as well. You only got so much energy in a day. And sometimes you utilize too much energy in the day before, then you have to recover, right? Like,
correct.
We all have to do that. There's nobody who can just stay up 24 hours a day without going insane. And delusional. And you're just seeing stuff on the walls.
Yes. Yeah, so sometimes I like to, what we did yesterday, see the reflection in the window. Right, with like the window open so you can see just like outside, because when we're indoors all day, sometimes just having a clear window is so wonderful, even if it's nighttime. But when the lights are on inside, we see our reflection, and like it's just, I think there's a lot of beauty when we use our exact reflection and just smile at it, do something really kind to it. Because we can see ourselves within our own reflections of the reflection instead of because there's so much over here. It's always like the cogs are turning all the time, and it can get really messy. So the visual cue of like seeing yourself in the mirror and just like, or doing one of these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of my favorite things. I actually did that for myself today.
Yes.
I was like, I'm a little stressed out, like because I have an exam tomorrow or whatever. And I'm studying, and I'm like, okay, I have to allot this time, but like now I have like the times in my head, right, of a day, right, and I'm like, oh, I have to be doing, and then I was just like, no, you don't have to be doing, like, don't give my dog right here, like a walk. Like I was like, no, go take the walk, and the walk felt great. Like just like you still allot the times of the day, for your regular routines or what makes you feel good or what's cathartic or whatever it is. Like I was doing that today.
What does cathartic mean?
Cathartic means it's like a release of stress, right? So
Oh,
something that's cathartic would be like for me writing,
huh.
right? Like I get very, so if I was stressed about, thinking about something else, I could start writing and all of a sudden I don't have those thoughts anymore. Right? It was I just released all that. I kind of or like somebody who writes down in a journal their feelings, like could be cathartic, right? Because now you've voiced it and you've put it on paper. Somebody who is very athletic or
Yeah.
fitness, right? Cathartic is taking a run.
Yes.
Like it's to release stress. It's to release.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing in this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Whether it may be a bubble bath.
Find as many of those as possible. Like seriously, for any individual. Like I would say that those are like your ways to, get out of loops. Like some loops that we talk very often about patterns and loops, but like that's how you get out or break them, in my opinion, or a really good way to start. Everybody likes to do what they like to do.
Yeah.
It could be different for everybody, which is pretty and beautiful. And then I want to say, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So the loop that I have here, and you said passion before, and so what I have here, and I said it's usually intense, right? So it just like burns up your energy. So, but my loop that I had written down here was it's intensity. So passion almost, which I think is funny that you said that, or obsession, right? Like, so the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to be an intense feeling. You're going to be stressed out probably. Then you get the burnout, and then it just restarts. And I have a way longer one that I'll share later, like where it's like you get motivated to do something first, then you get obsessed and intense about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep going, and I'll keep going as we go.
But I didn't realize it. Like,
and we just reset it all the time.
It's such a normal thing to happen. To have that
it is.
That weird dopamine drug of trying something new. That's why we have all this dusty stuff in our closets. Not saying it's a bad or good thing or anything like that, but how many times have we gotten to a hobby and we were like, I want to do this, and then you're like, yeah, and then
I just have to be okay with not finishing things too, right? Because something that goes unfinished sometimes will stress me out. Or it has in the past. It doesn't anymore. Not as much. Not at all. Because I'm like, it's totally fine. You don't need to finish that right now.
But you are finished. But you are finished.
What do you mean? Well, let's say I was doing a coloring, right? And I'll get obsessed about it, right? And then I'll get halfway through.
Unfinished.
And then it
was a bad joke.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
I didn't even. What was the joke?
He said because he's finished.
Oh, yeah, I told you that yesterday. Yeah. So my heritage is from Finland. That was funny. That was really funny. That was really funny. That was good. That was good. I can't believe I didn't catch that. I think in a previous episode there was another joke that I didn't catch that was really good as well. So, I apologize. I am Finnish.
He is Finnish.
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. That is part of my.
He's not just done. He's finished.
Yeah, that's really good. But I was gonna say, so a lot of the times, intensity feels productive, but it's not really what makes you grow. So you could cram for a test. Do you retain that information? No. I mean, that's a really good example for me. So consistency, though. And the slower route, in my opinion, doing something every day to as much as you can. You can't be a master in a day, right? Is actually what creates progress. Building, you talked about building blocks before. Just literally, if you were 1% better a day, I thought about it.
Yeah.
If you're 1% better a day at the same thing, in 100 days, you're at 100%. You're good to go, right? 100 days, that's all it would take. 100 days of slow progress would actually make you a master versus somebody who intensely studied something for 7 days and then it slowly just seeps out of their brain.
And I think that's it. That is wonderful. It's I think the 1% method. It's like a Japanese Toyota concept or something. Because there is so much going on out there in this world right
Yeah,
now,
but
where it's
1%
like,
is growing. So like I'm like,
right, when like I think the refreshing thing in this world is seeing the tiny things that we do on our day to day,
mhm,
and adding that to the brick by brick progress that
mhm.
we do.
100%. It's not always go, 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 even though we live in a culture that wants us to go, go,
It
go.
feels like that, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes,
Yeah, you got bosses that don't want you to call out, even if you are sick, right? Like I
Mm.
remember feeling like that. Like I'm always going to attend, even if I'm sick. And how dumb is that? Like you get everyone else sick there, right? Like it was just,
It starts to become counterintuitive. It
yeah.
could be also a coping
It's not
mechanism.
healthy. It's not
Yes.
healthy for anyone else. Like
Hmm.
it was helpful for a temporary amount of time. That one day
Yeah.
you showed up, and then
Hmm.
wasn't helpful to a bunch of other people. Really,
Yeah.
in hindsight, showing up it makes person's day maybe a little bit harder.
Hmm.
Like in that one day versus you going in sick, getting everyone else sick, and then actually, if you think about it, what you don't see is the people who become sick after that you've given the sickness to, that now have
Hmm.
to go not have days that they can progress
Hmm.
on multiple days. So that one day is just take the day off. Just take the friggin'
If,
day
if
off.
if you got that PTO, okay, like,
Just do it.
just
Who
do
and
it.
don't let anybody make
Just
you
do.
guilt trip you, because you could
Don't feel
probably
guilty
explain how
about it.
ridiculous it is that you want me to come in on a day that I'm not even a mental health day. I'd be like, do you really want me to come in and not be able to help people if you're in the service industry, or
Hmm.
what would you rather have? Like, it doesn't make sense when you really think about it. So don't let
Mm.
anybody guilt trip you. It's some BS.
And not even yourself. That's why you look at your own reflection and you
Yeah,
do one of
yeah,
these bad boys.
yeah. And like honestly, if you can explain how ridiculous it is for somebody to guilt trip you,
Or ourselves to do it.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
and we'll do it to ourselves for sure,
right?
for sure.
Like,
And I've done it, yeah, for sure. I'm like, oh, I have to show up.
right?
They
Like,
told me I have to, but like,
and
why
then
do I
and, and
really
then when
have?
you take time off, you feel all guilty and you're like, oh, I don't
Yeah, I
know,
used to like not take my vacations. Like I was just like,
Yeah.
and then I realized how ridiculous that is. Like, and then in Europe, they have like, I don't know if they're starting the 4-day work week, but that's
There's
awesome.
science behind it
There
too.
is science behind it. You
Yeah.
can, and like we
If it
still live in
works
a
more,
in a
better.
culture here in America where we have to work 40 hours a week, no matter what. It's never changed. Like it's
I,
never changed, and our mental health has only been declining, right? Like in statistics. So if like I don't get it, we don't look at the stats and adjust. Like
yeah.
it kind of doesn't make sense. And the people who
Hmm.
like notice that and don't mind,
Hmm.
they really have their own way to be good.
I know in Italy they do something called a siesta. Yes, yes. I think that's what they
Party?
call it. No,
Is it a fiesta or?
I hope I'm saying it right, but it's like it's everybody takes like it's like a midday nap.
What?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
And do you do that like in the
Yeah,
office?
here siesta is a medication. Don't take that one.
They actually, but like places like Google, they have those like, they do have napping stations on their campuses where like you go into the little bubble and you can nap for an hour, and that's why they have them there. But like if you go work like at a
That's pretty
restaurant, they're
cool.
not going to let you do that. You go work at a grocery store, you're not going to be able to do that. You go work at the bank, you're not going to be able to do that. You don't get that. But like the people who
Here
make
in
a
the
lot of money
States,
get that.
we got our vehicles, and that's where we do our siestas.
Yeah, yeah, and then like you might have to do that before you drive home from work because you're so tired from the work day.
Yeah.
I was going to say last week we talked about comparison,
Mm.
which to me is the attention thief,
Mm.
which also can lead to burnout. Like I like
Yep.
just it just when like you said the cogs are turning.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say there's like physical exhaustion, right? There's physical burnout. That's when your body just needs to sleep. I think everybody understands that from like over working out,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. Like it's different for mental though. Mental exhaustion is I think
I've
worse.
learned that the brain,
Mm-hmm.
when thinking, actually burns calories.
Yes.
And it can burn up to like anywhere between 600 to chess players like
Yeah.
2,000
Yep.
calories.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
Just because overthinking can tire you out.
It
And
will tire you
yes,
out.
and sometimes turning yourself out is it can be a coping mechanism
Hmm.
sometimes, a form of self-sabotage. And I'm learning this one.
That's
I'm learning
burnout.
this one.
I mean, that's like
Yeah,
what I
it
said. Like
is.
it's
Yeah,
like you think that you're
yeah.
intensely doing something and that's productive, and like that's the way that you think that you're productive, but it's an
Hmm.
illusion completely. It's
Yeah.
a complete illusion. You just tire yourself out. You don't retain whatever you were doing. You need to like it's just it doesn't really work, right? It's like an illusion. Like if I look like I'm
Yeah.
working hard, am
Hmm.
I working hard? No,
Hmm.
actually.
For me, I kind of beat it into my system, but like there are more gentle methods out there.
Hmm.
Yes. Uh, and they're okay. They're cool, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna so the pattern that I'll
Mm.
elaborate. So I said it was you get motivated to do something.
Hmm.
Everybody knows that. And hopefully it's something you want to do. Sometimes it might be something you don't want to do. But you still have to motivate yourself. Then it turns into intense effort. Right? So like, oh, I'm gonna be the best at this, blah, 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 blah. The wheels turn in your brain. Your actual body probably is also overdoing it. Like
Yep.
even if you're like in the office though, you could be I'm a pacer, right? Like
Hmm.
so I'll like stand and pace and it's really I know that it helps me think. But what I'm
Hmm.
doing when I'm double calories
Hmm.
out, right? So my wheels are turning
Yes.
and my body is moving. And I like tend to realize that I can't do that for that long, even though I want to. My body wants to because it thinks it's being productive.
Yes. Also, the science shows that yes, the brain does burn a lot of calories and
A
energy,
ton.
but you don't lose weight. That's the only problem.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can see that.
If you could overthink and then like get a six pack,
That's
that'd be
actually really
great.
interesting. I
But
feel
it
like
doesn't work that
there
way
needs to
for
be more
some reason,
research on that because
right?
that is interesting.
There, it doesn't make any sense. Like that, but calories do get burned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But wouldn't you? Could you lose
I think
weight?
could it be like micro fidgeting, like almost like your body's in it when you're overthinking is in
Hmm.
like miniature states of stress where like sometimes your shoulders will start hurting, but
Hmm.
like what were your shoulders doing before, like while you were overthinking to get to the point where now they're sore? So I'm like it's like a almost an unnoticeable overthinking might like I don't know like you might fidget and not even notice, right? Like
Mm.
or you might be clenching your muscles or do you have tight calves or whatever it is like
Hmm.
but I'm thinking maybe it has to do with that versus just the brain
Mm.
turning because if you were completely meditated and then started thinking about something like completely body relaxed and then started thinking about something, I think you burn less calories. I don't know, it's just a theory of
Yes,
mine.
yes. I believe it's like um, there's like salt in electrons, salts
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah, it's like
and
Gatorade,
yeah, and
electrolytes.
electrolytes. There we go. And they help our neurons fire in our
Mm-hmm,
brain,
mm-hmm.
and we have electricity that runs in our noggin,
Yeah, for sure.
which is
All the
like
electrical, it's literally, we have millions of those going on,
so
shooting
like
off electricity.
in a microscopic level. Is it like actually lighting up our
Yeah, like
brains?
yeah, yeah, if you look at some of the brain scans, they can tell what part of the brain you're using for, like they have it for dreamers, like they'll put it on
Uh
the
huh.
brain, and you'll get like almost like a CAT scan, but you can like see what
Mm,
part of the brain is being used, and I'm
mm,
sure when you're overthinking, you would see it like light up. You
mm.
might not actually see like the electrical individual, you can't really see the individual electrical signals, but you would be able to see like which part of the brain is firing mostly, right? Like your prefrontal cortex versus like your emotional in the back, you know?
Uh, random
Thinking
thing.
and emotions.
When I think of the lighting up, I think of lifesavers. Uh, the
Yeah,
candy
yeah, yeah.
lifesavers,
Mm-hmm.
the white ones,
Okay.
the minty ones. If you go at night and you get the minty hard candy lifesavers, the
Mm-hmm.
white ones, and you like bite down on them, they will actually light up in your mouth.
Like Spark.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's a little weird.
Why do I remember this? I don't know. Yes, but maybe because I'm imagining that spark happening at that memory, and it's like, uh, I remember. I think it was like a school project or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, and it was like for camp or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, we're gonna go out into the woods,
I
and
wonder what's in there. Like I feel like it might be
maybe it
the
wasn't
chemical composition of
like right, and the friction.
yeah, but like
Go get a pack of white minty lifesavers sabers savers, the circular ones, and in the middle of the night when it's like completely dark, or like I don't know, like in your room or something like that, like bite down on them and see if they actually do light up.
Mhm.
Science fun.
Yeah.
Theory. I don't know.
So no. So then, what I was gonna say, I'll just finish my little loop that I think it's a very obvious pattern that like, and everyone I feel like experiences, and then it hates their life, and then they just repeat this all the time. Because I've done it, like, and it's really hard, like, because it happens really quickly, in my opinion, until you get to the burnout. Because you could like keep doing this first little part, like motivation to intense effort to exhaustion, and then you'll go to sleep, right? You could do it in a day. But like, you could do it over time too. What over time is what I think leads to the burnout.
Yes.
The exhaustion over and over and over and over and over. You've literally done this loop about 100 times, and then you get to burnout. And that doesn't feel good because now you can't do anything. And then what you're going to do is you're going to reset.
Bad method for sleeping, by the way.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then you're going to reset, and you're going to do that thing all over again if you don't notice. You're just going to keep doing it. You're going to keep burning out. And I feel like it's something that happens in America a lot.
Yeah.
And I can't stand burnout, like, because I want to be able to do stuff, like, things that I like to do. And if I burn myself out, I go to sleep. Like, I have to. And sometimes I can't, right? If we overthink, or whatever, then I got to take my deep breaths. I got to meditate a little bit. And then I'm like, sleeping now will actually allow me to do those things again. Not staying awake in the burnout, like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
But I was going to say, so basically we get motivated, and then intense effort usually leads to what I'm going to call an illusion of progress, an illusion of growth. Yeah. Because it doesn't work.
Because and even if it does to a certain degree, the aim is, to have both, progress and sustainability.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a muscle. It takes practice.
Yes.
Give it some time. And we were talking about the hare and the tortoise, right?
Yeah.
Self-forgiveness, man, that's hard. Okay. And I am starting to understand that other people also feel the same way also. Yeah. And letting go of that emotion of I'm misunderstood, the world doesn't get me, it's a part of self-compassion to recognize that there is empathy and even sympathy out there externally in this world. And I know there's a lot of things to complain about in this world,
right? Yeah, for sure.
How many of us are going out of our way to take a little bit of time to be like, that's a nice flower right there. Look at that doggy butt. That's a nice doggy butt. Look at that. Oh, God.
Yeah, well, he is pretty. Look at, he all turned over. Whoa. But yeah, like noticing little things though is a really good way to, or just appreciating things often, I would say. But like, let's say we have something that you really want to get good at. Just take your time. Like, and be okay with taking your time. Yeah. You do not, like, I feel like you become the best when you take your time. There is no easy.
But I agree with you on that one.
And then you could like believe you're like, I'm gonna be the one person who like
I'm gonna find that one piece.
Yeah. Figures this out the fastest of everybody, and I'm gonna be like, you're gonna be the highest probability of burning out. Like, go ahead and try, but just know you're gonna burn out, like, or probably burn out. Right? You can still try, but you'll probably burn out. Like, but I think if you notice, right, like you could probably adjust and be like, hey, I'm getting burnt out, and then do something about it. You notice the loop and break it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then remember what you like to do. Honestly, like remember what like actually it, like you said, cathartic. But anything that like is something that like when you were a kid, what did you like to do? Like honestly,
child inside.
Yeah, like what's important?
Nurture
we're not here to work.
Young kid in your heart.
We're not here to work all day. And we're not here to literally exhaust ourselves until we die. Like I told you that yesterday. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't care what religion it is. I don't care if you're just a human being. There's no way that you can tell me we were here to work.
This man shares with me Alan Watts.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
I have the quote I want to share with you.
I don't like it because it's effective.
It changes a little, like it's just a little bit different.
I don't like it because what Alan Watts does say, some of the stuff he says is like,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of my brain is no, put it away.
Yeah. No, I know sometimes you do that.
I do. Yeah, and but it's good.
For me, it
It's
resonates like
excellent.
heavy because I'm like, dude, people
It's
don't think like this. Like
mm,
normally, like they don't. It took a lot of time for him to come to the realization. Sometimes, like I'm like, there's no way he had to like literally live. I mean, whatever. I just appreciate it. Like I'm like, if we think this
mhm,
way, it would help, right? Like or geez, notice is very. I know now that you
yes.
said that, I'm gonna share my quote then
Yeah.
that I had here because I did do an Alan Watts quote
Hmm.
today, and I think I told you this one yesterday.
Hmm.
But muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone.
Dang.
Yeah, so you were talking about
That's a
like
good one.
the messy
That's a
brain.
good one.
You like the messy brain, like
And when it comes to all philosophers,
yeah,
I like to imagine it like a podcast, take everything how it resonates.
yeah.
There's like gems because there's some stuff that Alan Watts says. I'm like, what are you talking about? But that quote,
Yeah.
that's a powerful
Some
one.
will like make sense, and then some won't. And like, and I feel like it has to do with experience.
Fair enough. Could you read that quote again?
Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone.
Oh man,
I mean,
that's
what I like
that's a
about
good
quotes
one.
is they could mean something for different people based on
Mm-hmm.
experiences, however they took it in the moment, like
Mm-hmm.
however, and it could not make sense too. Like I don't even mind when you go like put it away, like I don't even mind. I'm like I don't need you to appreciate it at the moment, like I really don't. But I like to share it anyway,
It
and I don't
is
need to like
wonderful.
explain it either. Like there's no,
He just has it on. Yeah, and I'm like
yeah, I was watching a little bit
yeah.
yesterday because some of the things really like I'm like this is how I think and this is how I want to remain thinking.
He does actually think that way too.
Yeah, like a little bit, yeah. And it might be a little bit different than everybody else,
Yeah.
but you know what? Like if you listen to a lot of people's quotes and you make your own quotes, you see what happens. Like I feel like your brain starts to change.
I will do like a little. Oh my gosh.
Do the
Yeah.
1%.
No, no, like a light jab I'll do to him, with like Alan Watts. I'll be like, oh, because when my defense mechanisms pop up, I'll be like, you want to hear my impersonation of him? And I keep doing it every time, and it's like it goes. I don't know. Who? No, I can't. I'm too
Yeah,
tired. No,
yeah,
I
you
can't.
can
You
do
heard it. You heard it. No,
it.
it's uh, and when the stars align, no. And when the stars align amongst the beauty in the skies along the blah blah blah, blah it's like
Oh, I see what you
but
mean. Like the art,
but yeah,
like
I'm
the
too tired. I do a good impression of
like
it.
he does the river. Like I like the river one he does. Where he's the analogy is the river. You can never see around the curve of a river, right? If you're on a boat, that like
Uh-huh.
life is exactly like that. And if you know that life is going to be that way,
Mm.
then you should be okay with the uncertainty of going around the river. But if you are not okay with going around the river, you will not experience life. You'll stop the boat. You'll get out. You'll like you literally won't experience. You will not be taken.
And it is natural to
It's
continue down the river and
yeah.
feel the fear.
It is natural.
It is
But then when you
totally
notice that
fine.
it's natural, it actually desensitizes. I feel like that fear a
And it
little bit,
helps
little
it
by
out.
little.
Baby steps, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even if burnout happens as we continue our life
If burnout's fine,
fear,
just
it,
notice that that's what
pick
happened.
yourself back up. Get
Yeah.
back on that
Just
horse.
notice
Keep
that
going.
that happened and
Mhm.
change something that's small and see if that works.
Yeah.
You know, and you're never stuck.
Just science it, man. Just try. You got it. You got it. You're never stuck.
And I was going to give some real life scenarios of burnout as obvious ones: is gym, routine, discipline. But people who say that they want to go to the gym
Mm-hmm.
or they want to have a routine or they want to be disciplined, they'll just stop after 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually when you stopped growing in that one
sometimes
section.
you can burn yourself out by being like, man, I didn't go to gym today, and then you beat yourself up about it.
Then you've made a commitment that's not sustainable.
And then you
right?
Beating yourself up about commitments.
Exactly. And then you'll just stop doing it altogether.
And it burns calories that don't give you a six pack.
But you could go to, my thing is like you could go to the gym for, if that happens,
Mhm.
don't do that to yourself. Try going once a week now. and see if that's better.
Mm.
Because then you go once a week, just chop it out. Like, don't feel bad about it. Just be like, I couldn't do it for that week. You know what? I'm just going to cut some of those days out. Like, that's it. You don't have to do it like everybody else. You definitely don't have to do like every day. And if you over committed to yourself, that is when
it's a form of self-sabotage too.
Yeah, because you made an expectation for yourself, and then you basically feel bad that your own expectation was not met. Like, and I'm like, just don't make that expectation.
Right. Like sometimes going to the gym for like 40 hours and like no 3 hours going super hard and you get sore. I know 40 hours. 40
hours. Like, damn, that's a fitness trainer. Right? I know.
Right? Right. And then you get home sore and you're like, oh, see, this is why I don't want to gym. But like, it's like a subconscious self-sabotage, you know?
You're like data. Take data.
Like data, yeah. There's the 1 minute method. I don't know where I learned that one from, but it's like literally commit to like going to the gym for 1 minute only.
Yeah.
And just feel good about it. And not even the 5-minute rule where it's just like go there for 5 minutes. And if you want to stay longer, go ahead. No, like literally just do the minute. Walk in there, feel good about the minute, have that tiny like check mark in your mind and feel good about it, and just keep repeating that process. And
you'll start showing up.
And then you can start building on
consistency.
The 2 minutes. Yeah, the consistency. And it's just science the shit out of it, man. Neural pathways.
Yeah. The brain is literally neuroplasticity. That's real.
Yeah.
Showing up every day. Like, I remember this quote from a long time ago, and it's always stuck with me, is that 50% of the thing is showing up. 50% of the thing is that's it.
Yes,
that is
and
it.
Sometimes it's hard, and that's okay
for sure. Yeah. When it's like a commitment that you tell yourself you don't want to go do it or whatever, but you can do what you just said, which I think is fascinating. The 1 minute rule. I like
1 minute rule, and you got and the 1 minute rule is you got to
showed up.
And you have to feel good about it.
Yeah. Like, I showed up today.
Because sometimes you can do the 1 minute rule, just show up and get it, and be like, why am I doing this? It is literally to build the neural pathway to where you feel naturally inclined to do so. Like, I don't know, man.
And other people can do the 30 minutes at the gym, but I bet, do it in whatever. You can do the 1 minute rule. Yeah. You can do I go once a week for 30 minutes. Like, I don't care where you start. Whatever is probably the easiest thing, and just be aware of how you feel and make sure it feels good, right? If it feels really good and you can do more, might as well add a day, right? And that's how you grow. But you don't need to like kill yourself beforehand and then quit. Yeah. Even though, I do it. But I know that when I kill myself, like, I know that I still want to do the thing. I have to reset like the way that I am doing it. I might have to spend a little bit less time doing that thing. I might have to put my attention somewhere else. Attention's the most valuable thing on this planet.
It really is.
It is your time. Your experiences are literally your most valuable thing. So like your attention is your experience. So wherever you put your attention is where you're going to experience things. So for me,
that's why we're so grateful for you hanging out.
Yeah. Nice. Seriously, anybody's attention, super grateful for any attention, and hopefully it resonates. Like, it's literally one of the most important things, at least to me, like, and spending time with people that I love or like, or spending what feels productive to me. Right.
The thing you said, like half of it is showing up. And I totally agree. And sometimes it's like it feels bit hard. like half the battle just showing up.
Yeah.
A practice I would do is just immediately wake up and just like 3 things you're grateful for. And trust me, it is annoying. It is annoying to literally go out of your way and be like, I got 2 legs. I can breathe. I got a phone. Why?
Yeah.
And then, I'll throw a little hissy fit. Over time, it actually does affect your brain, and it helps a lot. And it really, really chips away at that 50%, that half the battle, the little tiny gratitude practice. It works.
You'll just start being grateful for random stuff.
Yes.
Like you said, the flower. Like, and you talked about my dog's butt, but like, which was funny. But literally, you'll just start being grateful for more and more. You'll just see eventually, if you the forcing, you just will
Yeah.
Notice things you appreciate that you
Yeah.
probably like lost sight of for a little bit, but maybe
Yes.
you always appreciated those things, or maybe
Hmm.
you're appreciating something new. Either way, but like something that you
Yeah.
forgot that you appreciated,
That's
right?
wonderful.
And one of the things that I like to do is think about somebody in a worse position than you are, and it doesn't always work, but like, oh my
For
god.
the yes, for me, it's like just like visually, like just around you, like just pick like three things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, visually around you. Yeah, it's making the conscious effort to practice seeing good in this world, because I feel like that
Awareness, yeah,
awareness
yeah.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like there's just so much.
Subconscious
Gosh, man.
dribble.
I'm just saying, man, the news is a little wild,
I mean, even
A
like
little
take
little bit of
social
practice of
media,
just pause and just be like,
social media,
hey, that's a cool
TV.
dog butt.
Yeah, he
Like,
forces me to go outside and not really have any, and I love it. It's
mm-hmm.
but like somebody else that is always on their phone and has that habit, they're gonna not want to take their dog out, like
Yeah.
because they're gonna have to be away from their from their phone or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just told myself he loves walks. If I don't
Mm-hmm.
give him a walk,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna I force myself to
There we
feel
go.
bad that he's gonna have one less day that he had to not experience what he like loves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just told myself that, and now I love walks. I love walks because he loves walks. I love walks because I love walks.
And Alan
Alan
walks,
Watts.
walks.
Alan Watts
The
walks.
joke, the joke. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Do you have any personal stories where you burnt out? Going all in for a few days?
I get
Unsustainable pace? I mean, anything you've quit probably
I
before.
got a ton.
Yeah. I would say
and
everybody probably
and
has a good amount of things they've
and
quit, because they couldn't
think
sustain that attention or energy.
yeah, like think one of which is cooking has been very humbling for me. It has been a very, very humbling experience. Something like I'll be like, I'm gonna make a bun, and then I'm like, what am I doing?
It's so hard.
It's
It's
so
hard.
hard.
I don't
It's
know.
like I didn't realize. Like I'm so grateful for all the cooks out there in this world.
The process.
Cooking
Though.
is so emotional, and I did not realize.
It can be frustrating. But I feel like the frustration comes with the end product, right? Like I always tell you, just enjoy the chemistry and what you enjoy about the cooking.
The problem
Like
is,
not really the end result, even though you want it to be good.
Way too much with the passion,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a little that, a little this, and before you know it, I'm like,
what did I do?
What did I do? What did I do? Like, it was good. That's why every time I'm like, the taste, I'm like, yeah, I guess I don't know. Like it's good, yeah, sure. I don't know.
Well, that's why I try to say that maybe you should keep your recipes, and then I mean, you don't. Not everyone has to do this. Like you can do it, but like if you kept your recipes and kind of like kept that data, and then you f something up, right? You'd still have that data for next time, right? And then the next time you made that same dish, it wouldn't occur because you had that data. Like unless you memorize every single, I don't think people can do that. Like you could have a mind palace, but you can't memorize everything. And like experiences even become distorted later.
For me, it's like it for my brain, it's like a random library, and then like I will get lost in it.
Yeah, me too. I'll be like, I'm like the same.
I'm like, I'm putting a little bit of saffron in here for no reason, just like
it could have been like you used it before, like it just came out of maybe it was the collective consciousness that was telling you to use it that day.
And it's like even practicing simple cooking is a practice too. I'm realizing mastering simplicity is also a practice, and
chores, baby.
I'm learning on that one. Yeah,
chores, baby. Like people ask like all the time when I'm outside with Loki here, like, is he always that clean? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I have to do a cleaning, right? So I take him outside. I have to put his paws into, we have like a little cup that has like, gets the dirt off. I give him a wipe on his butt, which I know other people probably don't do for their dog, I literally just do what I think is actually that simple, like 3 steps, like give him a little wipe down of like with his wipes, and that is it. And he looks immaculate.
He
right?
does actually.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody then could actually just do those. It's like a 2-minute practice after a walk,
Yeah.
and now your dog is like beautifully clean.
As you wipe your booty,
yeah,
wipe your doggy's booty.
yeah. I mean, you should do that anyway, especially if they like sit, like if they're on your bed or anything. My girlfriend will be like, "Did you wipe him?" And he'll like be on the bed, like on her pillows. Like that would be gross, right? Yeah. Like now you have poop particles on your pillows. Like that would be nasty. But so like I totally understood it. It's like even the shoes in the house. Like I understand. Like
wakes up with
I grew up shoes on. I'm in a white family, right? And then I have an Asian girlfriend now, and now I completely understand the no shoes. Like I'm a no shoes person. I got slippers on right now, but like no shoes.
Yeah.
It really keeps your.
I'm like a hybrid.
I guess I'm trying to get to a point. Yeah, I'm like a hybrid too. Like, but
slippers in the house.
I think it's respectful to do anyway. So even if I go to somebody's, I tend to just do it now. Like I'll go to somebody's house, even if it's a white person's house, I'll take my shoes off.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to dirty their floors.
And you know what? You'll even be a better guest because
exactly.
you'll help mop up the floor a little bit, with your toesies.
With your socks. Or yeah, almost your barefoot, right? You have black feet on the bottom. And I was going to say, I'm going to call out some people in the audience here. You're not inconsistent. Your system is just not sustainable. And I feel like that's usually the problem. Even if you think it's consistency, like we were talking about, like consistency's great. That's like discipline, in my opinion. But it's just your system at that point is not sustainable. Like you can make it consistent by just making it sustainable, doing 1 minute in the gym, not doing 5 days a week in the gym. I want to go get big. Just keep it small, keep it sustainable, keep it so that it can be consistent. You're not inconsistent, is what I'm saying. Everyone is consistent as long as they have a sustainable system.
I'm starting to learn that, like, if I have to have such a, like, some days I just want to race to, like, run to the library, just race over there. Just.
I would say to do it.
I know, right? But like I get tired, and maybe I don't. Maybe you don't have to go every single day, And
you got to think about why you're going, right? But if you feel good in that day and you really want to go, I would say go, right? Like you've actually that feeling is like a signal that's telling you, hey, I should go do this.
Yeah, I'm talking about the when you do too much of it, because I'll do information overload subconsciously.
That's probably when you should stop.
Yeah,
that's a signal that's saying to stop for now, right? Knowing that you can come back to the next day if you wanted to, or knowing that you can take a week off and then go start doing it again. Yeah. You don't have to quit, and you don't like taking a pause is okay. I think taking a pause is probably better than. I call it the sacred pause. Other people have called it that. It's a sacred pause.
The sacred pause.
Yeah, yeah. And in that pause, you can actually assess.
Is that what you call Loki's hands?
His paws, they look like rabbit. Like, I used to have
call them the sacred paws.
The sacred paws.
So bad.
I find it funny. Yeah. And I ask this every week, but and it's pretty easy. What do you think it protects?
Ego.
Yep. Yeah. How did you know?
100% ego.
It is ego.
It's that. I think
trying to get quick wins.
Yeah.
Trying to be identified as a hard worker. And being impatient. And that's it. Those are the things I think it protects.
Identified as a hard worker.
Would be like you want to be seen.
Consistent actions, gently.
Yeah.
Can be just as good as effort.
And building on the 1%, right? Building on the 1 minute. Just keep eventually you'll be that thing.
Yes.
It compounds, yes.
And if you slip up, just get back on that horse.
Absolutely.
Try your best not to beat yourself up too much, And day by day, yeah, and gently, I see so much more clearly as time progresses.
Good.
Is becoming like more of a muscle to be held upon. It takes practice, and it is very effective. Yeah,
then it becomes easier every day. I feel like, I mean, slowly, but as long as you slowly
to be gentle about being gentle.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
And a lot of people have said it like before, but like, yeah, being kind to yourself is actually relatively hard. And like, if you have high
Yeah.
expectations for yourself, like, and I was going to say, burnout usually comes from unsustainable expectations, but I'm
Yes.
talking about like your self expectation. You were saying it, like
Mm,
self expectations. I'm going to talk about like your, if it's coming from an external, like your manager, like that's
mm,
obvious. But like the ones that we don't notice very often are the ones that we're setting for ourselves. And I think those are
mm.
the ones that really burn us out. And those are the ones that make us feel bad. Bring us, they just leak energy.
Like sometimes we can set up like even goals or targets
Mm-hmm.
subconsciously, knowing that we're gonna fail at them, and then like we can, and then when the time comes to hit the target, when we fail, we could sometimes trick our minds to like prevent us from actually doing target practice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? You
Everything
get
is
what I'm kind of
yeah,
saying?
because
Yeah.
everything is practice.
Yeah.
Be okay with not hitting the goal. Try to
Yeah.
set one that is something that you think
Yeah.
that you can do, but be okay not hitting it, and then adjust. That's it.
Adjust.
And then when you
Get back on
adjust,
the horse.
you
Yeah.
won't repeat the same burnout cycle
Mm.
like that we're talking about. Like you'll just keep, because if you don't adjust, you're just gonna keep burning out over and
Mm.
over and over in that loop.
I got a ton of emotion. Yeah. And
So do I.
just just get back on the horse.
Yeah,
Yeah. Use
yeah.
your targets. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then a lot of people don't like to think about their what they would consider failures. When I
Mm.
don't even think failure exists. It's a failure is also just like you just made up that this expectation was this,
Mm.
or it's an external expectation that someone else set for you. Is it really yours? It's not really yours unless you like,
That makes sense.
it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you think I failed, but I don't think I failed. I change that narrative. I'll be like, no, I'm gonna
Mm.
probably get better at this after I failed, quote
Mm.
unquote. I didn't hit the target. I like how you said that.
Uh huh.
That's how I
I'm
didn't fail. I just didn't hit the target.
I'm on the other side where like I will beat myself up a bit too much
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes,
yeah. I think everybody does that.
right?
Yeah,
And I think maybe the secret code is to don't beat yourself up too much.
absolutely. It's
Oh,
definitely
okay.
it's don't beat yourself up. Try not to beat yourself up at all. And if you're beating
Yeah.
yourself up, notice why you're beating yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do something wrong to somebody? Did you do something wrong to your values? But like, did you actually do something wrong? Like, probably not. It's
Mm.
probably just an expectation that of a target that you didn't hit. Like,
Mm.
it's not necessarily a failure. And it's something that you can just do again, change something to make you hit the target. Eventually, you'll hit it.
Yeah. Keep
You
keep on
know,
going. Keep on going.
yeah, like an archer, right? Like he
Mm-hmm.
didn't start hitting the middle of the target on the first shot. Like
No.
nobody started that way, right? Like
Yeah.
Steph Curry wasn't hitting 3-pointers when he was a baby, right? He was not just like throwing up balls. That way, like it took a lot of shots to finally hit the target like that.
Little basketball baby.
And then I wanted to say, so discipline is basically,
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's going all in, like with
Mm.
your energy and attention,
Mm.
and which is a myth. Discipline is not that. I would say it's more of more effort,
Consistency.
and faster results is a myth as well.
More effort, faster. Yes, yeah, it doesn't work all the time, but I believe consistency is a huge key.
Sustainable effort equals
Sustain
lasting results.
Sustainable effort, consistency. That one, just keep doing it because like with all the stuff that's going on out there,
Crazy.
sometimes it will be like, what is even real anymore?
Exactly.
What's
It's
real
chaotic.
is the things that are actions and choices every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as long as we're conscious and aware about it, we can know and root and ground ourselves in reality by our consistent choices.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's all this external stuff going around, it can be really easy to feel like, what is real?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's all
It's
this
chaos,
like
right?
it can feel like they can definitely feel
I
like
think if
that.
you realize that it's literally always chaos around you, always, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It literally is always chaos. I don't care if in a moment you feel at peace. It's actually
Mm-hmm.
probably your internal at peace because everything's
Mm-hmm.
always chaotic. Nature is chaotic. It doesn't matter. Like it's like an illusion if you think that it's not chaos.
Right? Yeah, yes. I think reality is based on our actions consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and focus on that. It's really refreshing. Like that coffee you drink every morning, or that walk, or when when the bell rings, or when someone's home, or your doggy, or you just take your shoes off when you come home. Just keeping that in mind and being present through that can create a really healthy amount of peace. I've been recognizing, yes, just saying.
I was going to say what works for me. Okay, I wanted to say this first.
Yeah.
It's a simple framework.
Yeah.
A sustainable path goes to consistency, then goes to momentum, compounding, like you said, which actually equals the results.
Yeah.
And not in a failed burnout way. In a burnout situation, you actually are getting results too, but you're probably not hitting the target.
Yes.
Not getting the results you want. If you do a sustainable path, guess what? You will actually hit that friggin' target. You will absolutely hit it. Like, I guarantee it. And so what I was going to say, what worked for me over time was to lower the bar. Just lower the bar.
There's nothing wrong in that.
Show up more often.
Yeah.
And what can I repeat consistently? That's literally what it.
Yeah.
This is like so true for me.
There's nothing wrong about lowering the bar.
Yeah, lower the bar, show up.
Yeah.
For me. And it works. And at least it works for me. And everything becomes easier when I do it that way. And it becomes doable.
Go to gym, seeing people with, I don't know, curling 45s. It's okay if you grab that 5.
It is. It totally is.
It's totally cool.
Don't feel embarrassed. I feel like that's what I can carry right now.
I like to believe that there's like gym bros out there who are like, good for him.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to believe.
Versus the story we make up in our heads, like, oh, they're
all looking at me.
They think I'm weakling or whatever it is. And if somebody really was like that, I'd be like, you're a bully, dude. Like, I'd probably hit him in the jaw or something. Like, I would ignore that person. Like, that person's probably at the gym for their own insecurities, right? Like, don't worry about this. Those people could probably just be ignored.
Yeah.
Don't go harder, go longer.
The cool ones grow out. They respect the 5 pound.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I respect that. Like, I would never make fun of somebody who was at the. I would be like, good for you for going to the gym, straight up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your favorite thing, unsung hero.
Woo. Yes. What about them?
I was going to say, okay, what do you think is an unsung hero when it comes to discipline? I already got an idea of discipline that based it without burnout. Discipline without burnout. You like to say cool, calm, and collected a lot.
Yes.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, cool, calm, and collected. I would say when love and care does show up, but like in a way that is just consistent over intensity. And sometimes it won't always be there in this world, because some people can't, and that's totally okay. And learning that in life, it not only helps individuals learn more self-care abilities, while also learning a deeper sense of respect for kindness that's out there. And sometimes even it's the unsustainable practices, like overhelping can
lead to burnout.
Yeah. And like there's like people pleasing, which is actually another form of coping behavior sometimes.
It is.
And for me, when there's kindness out there, I will like immediately like let me pay back. Like I can't. Like sometimes you just take the W, man.
Yeah.
just take the W. You're good, bro.
And if you're people pleasing, like I feel like do you notice that like your energy is actually going there? You're actually you're like your energy is actually and your attention is actually going to there. Like you're more concerned with other people, and I've done it before, right? Like you're more concerned. Your energy and attention is actually going to that thing versus what you want to build. Like as an individual, you literally probably don't build anything.
It almost voids the kindness to a certain degree. Yes, it almost does. Yes, but we're talking about sustainable kindness practices.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that self-compassion and even external kindness out there in the world. Um, man, we all need a break sometimes, I get it, and I'm starting to respect that more in life, and
Notice
yeah,
the signals.
yeah.
I
So,
feel like noticing the signals is big. I know you had the
yeah.
1% rule. I had one here too.
Mm,
I was because I like yours, but
mm,
I said pick one habit that you do and do it at 70%
mm,
for 7 days and see what happens. Especially when you're feeling burnout or like you don't have enough energy to do this or that. Just 70%. It's not a big deal. You're not
mm,
cutting it out completely. You're not going 50%. I don't know,
mm.
70. Just cut a little bit of that energy or attention out and see what happens.
I also learned that overproductivity can also be a form of escapism, as in like
Avoidance, that kind of.
avoidance. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, like learning to be still.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one, man.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
yep,
hard sometimes.
yep.
Like
Some people don't like their own thoughts, even though they're not yours. They're just thoughts,
they're
right?
just thoughts.
They're just thoughts.
Yeah, sit down, let them pass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
maybe you
Even
just
if they're
wonder
spicy
why did that
ones.
come up? Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. It took me yeah,
Takes a break.
yes,
Yeah.
and I would say like there's another quiet, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
people do not like sitting in quiet and silence. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because then I actually go, yeah, like I love it. I mean, I love it because I've practiced it when I hated it, right, and got past the hating of it because I just did a lot of work or whatever, but I love it. It's cathartic for me to sit in
Yeah.
quiet, and then
Just
I
imagining
just
him
notice.
like Jimmy Neutron brain blasting.
I
A
actually
bunch
do a
of
lot of the
white
breathing to like quiet,
lifesavers just like
quiet.
crunching and sparking up. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, I like sitting in quiet because I got to test a lot of things, like
Mhm.
breathing or meditation or whatever, to see
Mhm.
if things actually work. I love experimenting, just
Mhm.
like you like to experiment with cooking.
Yes.
But like,
A little too much
I
sometimes.
love learning. So like when I read something, I have to go try it, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
no, that's BS, or oh, this works for me. And then
Mhm.
so I feel like everybody should do it that way because I don't
Mhm.
think everything's going to work for everybody. You don't just
Yeah.
listen to somebody and go, oh yeah, he's right. This is going to work for me. Like,
Yes.
no, go
Everything with a
try
grain of
it,
salt.
and then be
That's
like,
true. Even the phrase "everything with a grain of salt." Take it with a grain of
yeah,
salt.
for
The
sure.
irony.
Yeah, no. I just make up your own tests, right? Test, and
Yeah.
then probably just try to be aware and pick out what did work, and
Yeah.
make your own, right? And whatever. I'm always seeking and learning, like always. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm ever gonna stop.
Forever students.
Yeah,
Forever
I
student of
love it.
life.
I love
Let's
it.
go.
For me, it's
And I like how
experience,
like
right?
you handwrite things down,
Mm-hmm.
because don't get me wrong, being at the keyboard and on our phone is great, but like when we actually practice the art of writing, man, it like turns on so
Yeah.
much
Mm-hmm.
of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna overthink anyways, do something productive with that. I don't know.
If you actually start writing what your thoughts are,
Mhm.
like you'll see how much your brain actually slows down to be able to get
Yes.
it onto the paper because
Yes.
your thoughts are going to come faster,
Mm-hmm.
right? Than your hand can move. But if you actually start doing the writing of your thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
it will just naturally, even it'll slow you down. It'll slow down the overthinking. It'll slow down the cogs moving too fast. And you'll have to stay focused on that thought to be able to
Mm-hmm.
actually articulate the words that you want to regurgitate on that
Post-it
paper.
notes, man.
Yeah.
No matter how good technology, post-it notes work, man.
Yeah, I mean post-its. Yeah, you can
I
have them
don't
on a
know who invented
mirror.
it. I was like, I just
Post-it note.
get some glue and paper. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's so smart.
It's so smart.
It probably
and
was
it's
just a piece
very
of tape.
effective.
It was
It's probably a
it's
tape
probably
as
just
well.
like a ripped piece of paper with like a piece of tape at first, and then somebody was like, you know what, this looks ugly. Like, can we just make them squares and put a little bit of adhesive on the back?
Right. The glue stick.
So what I have here though to close that loop, I have consistency wins because it lasts.
It does. It really does.
And then consistency compounds, which is funny because you didn't know I was going to say that. And real growth isn't steady. It's steady.
Real growth is steady.
I said it isn't steady.
It isn't always steady.
Yeah.
And
it is steady.
And it is. So there are some people in this world who are go-getters, and yes, there can be progress, but it'll look like this. I think I maybe talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're just trial and erroring and you find yourself just running back and forth so fast. Yes, there is even continue to progress, but the amount of time and effort to come back to the baseline and continue forward, it's like we want a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then so there's some people in this world who just don't leave it there.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be like this. It's not steady.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a straight line. It's not gonna be a straight line like that. So it's actually gonna be a little bit of friction.
Yeah.
But to actually grow, it needs to be sustainable and steady. So
steady. That's a hard word.
Two different connotations of the same word. And that's all I got.
Cool.
And thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah. This was just a chill one today. Thank you.
Hey, bye. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment.
Cool. Are we finished?
We are finished.
Yes. What about that? We're finished. Peace. All right. Bye.